running from the stars inside my corner, yeah. When it gets cold and dark, you make it warmer. 'Cause you are on my mind, all of my days and every single night, single night. There ain't no way to get you off my mind, off my mind. Without you I just can't breathe. You never get away from you. On my mind, all of my days and every single night, single night. There ain't no way to get you off my mind, off my mind. Without you I just can't breathe. You never get away from me.
Hello, everybody! Welcome into this week's episode of Fallen Throne. This is episode 23 of our grand adventure. I'm your host, your storyteller, your dungeon mistress. It is a pleasure to have all of my players here, as well as you chat. And if you would like to get involved in the game, ! Story sub and !loots can help you get involved. All of your cards played, purchased, and or subs gifted help the DM keep the lights on. It is a pleasure and an honor. Don't feel obligated, but if you would like to, there are ways for you to fuck around and find out with our lovely adventurers here today. With that, let's meet our players, starting with the one and only Taco Sunday.
Yeah, I am Taco Sunday. I play an abyssal elf rogue named Sin who has many of problems, both good and bad. Next in line is Natalie.
Does he have good problems? I'm trying to think of what they are. Like, are they problems if they're good? Hey everyone, I'm TheNatchan. I'm a variety streamer here on Twitch. I love all things raccoon. I play our lovely College of Swords bard Lynd'ir, and I will pass it to Sweet.
Hello, I'm Sweet. I play Ani, the Oath of the Ancients Paladin, who just miraculously learned Smite really late in her game. Crazy. I exist here. And now I'll pass it to Buppy.
Hi. Oh my god, hold on. I have to run back to my chair. Hi, I'm Buppy. I'm a multi-kind VTuber. I do art and other things. I did all the reactives for this campaign. If you don't have money to support Dolly normally, but you do have an Amazon Prime account, please do use your free Prime membership to sub to Dolly. The end of the month is near, so you'll be able to renew it soon. I play Remy, the tiefling barbarian with a heart of gold and even cuter little hippogriff baby. There's my theme song. I pass it on to Brother Roe. Knighthood.
Good evening, everybody. I am Knighthood, and I play the character Brother Roe, who is a Ladrin, and he is a Path of the Grave cleric. I will pass it on to Roe's bestie of all time.
No, brother.
Calix.
Okay. Hi, I'm Cyric. I'm playing Calix. He's a Shatterkai soul knife rogue who's very haunted, who's very traumatized. This music playing over Calix's introduction is very amusing to me. Yeah, I think that's all I got for him. All he wants to do is find his daughter. I'm gonna pass it back to our beloved Void Doll.
I'm muted. What's up? That's me. It's a bitch. Wow. Thank you guys for the hype train. I really appreciate it. Goodness gracious. Yeah. What do you guys remember from last time?
I was pausing to see if anyone else was gonna pick that up, but I will go ahead and recap us real quick. Last time we saw ourselves suddenly in a pretty harrowing battle against some large, terrifying demons. Demons that seem to trigger a terror reaction in SETI, and demons that nearly killed the people we were trying to save, which were Rashar, and then apparently his sister was there. We did escape after saving everyone. We all ran away together safely. Unfortunately, the druid who was residing in the temple was slain, so the temple was no longer safe. Not that the temple felt very safe to begin with. I mean, we were, quote unquote, going through trials, but those were pretty difficult. But we found a safe place to camp. Introductions were officially made, since we didn't really get introduced in the midst of a life-threatening battle. We learned that Rashar's sister's name is Crimson. We gave her the unfortunate news of what is presently may be happening with Valexka, and the fact that Ani is the one wielding his hammer now and not him, because she thought it was him in battle, because all she saw was the hammer flying across the room. It was very impressive. The hammer does hurt when it's critical. It's quite impressive. And then there were some intimate scenes between our new party member Crimson and Remiel, because apparently they're due to racial heritage, there is certain acts that work as healing. So that was a thing that happened.
They was fucking.
And then Remiel specifically came back to camp, described as such, climbed Ani like a tree, and then basically told Ani, if you want to help Rashar, this is what you do. It was actually quite adorable, because it was in no way, shape, or form referring to Spice. It was just, hey, this is how you help him. Laying out the facts. So Rashar and Ani then went to the river, and there was a, as Ani likes to put it, a guided meditation. Right. Guided something for sure. We had some delicious soup made by Brother Roe and Seti, and they had I like to call it a spicy conversation. They almost always have spicy conversations, actually, when you think about it. But yeah, we're just at camp now. That's where we're at.
Thank you, Lynd'ir. You can have an inspiration. Great recap.
Thank you.
Killed it.
Killed it dead.
And remind me time-wise, it's evening, correct?
It was getting into the later hours, though in the tree canopy, I think you mentioned that it was just dark.
Mm-hmm. Was there any more role play before the party started their watches?
Nothing specific that I could think of.
Yeah, none that I can think of either.
All right, then I will summarize. Brother Roe, Seti moves, when it is finally your time to bathe, moves with you, politely waiting by the riverbank. What's your passive perception?
Passive is an 18.
Though Seti attempts to sing quietly to themselves, it is obvious that that is their intention. You still overhear it, even above the tide of the river. Seti is quite talented at singing. Their voice crystal clear and sorrowful. Whatever song they're singing must be some kind of lament. Otherwise, your bath is pleasant albeit a little cold. That it soothes your aching joints from all of the running and battling and surviving. Despite all of the magical healing, you are still bruised, though lightly. A little stiff. As you imagine, so are your companions.
Roe, pleasant that he feels anything, dries up, towels off, changes, and approaches Seti. And that song is soothing, sad, but nice, calming. It was refreshing. Thank you.
I did not know you could hear it. But I suppose you are welcome.
Back at the clergy, there were many songs. Some of them were just chants, some of them were worded, but that was different. Where's that from?
I wrote it.
Do you write many songs?
When the mood strikes me.
Well, I'd certainly appreciate to hear more. And maybe learn more about them. Every song usually has a meaning.
Seti glances down, wetting their lips. You can see the thoughts processing, their stormy expression, but it's not a torrential storm of emotions. It's something conflicting. And when they return their gaze to yours, they're looking at you with those lupine eyes, unnerving to some and others, breathtaking with their silver circle around the pupil. It's a predator's gaze, but it's soft. Do you sing?
I don't know if it's well or not, but yes, I was required to lead chorus and psalms and prayers.
And you believe all these psalms and prayers?
Well, some of them are more metaphor than others, but at the same time, lots of things have a meaning or a purpose, and that's what I try to engage with. I think that if there's a song of healing, then hopefully it does heal, and I would have faith in that. If it's a song of guidance of some kind, then I would hope that it would lead somebody to where they need to be. If it's a song of remembrance, I hope that the clarity of the image that they're trying to portray comes into mind. Roe then holds out like his soap bar and a towel. He goes, "Is it your turn?"
You can tell that Seti was prepared to leave. And there's a stunned moment where Seti looks at your soap. I need to make a roll.
Lavender rosemary.
I gotta make a roll, hold on. I appreciate your, kindness.
It is my duty.
I see. I will simply use a spell. No need to get into the freezing water.
It is cold, but it does sometimes feel nice to feel something other than the pain of fire, or being stabbed or bludgeoned. It's different, and it does help.
Roll a persuasion.
But if you prefer to use your magic, okay. Good old 7.
Maybe another time, Roe.
As you wish. And he holds out his hand to help her up.
Said he takes it, but then in a feat of athleticism is going to pull you down. There's an athletics of 22.
Yeah. There's no way.
So,
We're challenging that with what?
athletics.
Ay. Oh wow, 19.
Hey,
But yeah.
not bad. So you stumble, and Seti twists your position so that they're the one that after causing this like swoop and spin is pulling you up. And then they smirk, let your hand go, and they start moving ahead of you through the woods.
Roe will follow.
Seti doesn't talk much on the way back to camp, lost in their thoughts. Anything for Roe?
He'll just observe, but no, nothing else.
Right. The rest of the party? Anything else for anyone else?
I'm good.
I'm Gucci.
All right. Then who's taking first watch?
I think Lynd'ir would take first watch.
Who's taking first watch with Lynd'ir, if anyone?
Remy will.
Okay. The both of you, I need perception checks.
Okay. I'm totally good at those. I totally don't have a 0. +0. Woo!
Hey, you could roll high.
I did roll high. I got an 18.
There you go. It's actually a point higher than me. I got a 17.
Hey, we got above average.
Exactly.
First watch is quiet. The sounds of the darkened woods and the animals therein, almost peaceful. When the fire begins to burn low, the two of you stoke the flames, adding more fuel. As the flames gnaw on the prepared wood, it reminds the both of you of a toddler. Hungry, demanding. But in a lot of ways, special, magical, unique in the way that only a toddler can be, as destructive as they can be. Remy, your mind shifts back to the little girl, though not a toddler per se, toddler size, that you attempted to save. And Lynd'ir,
Yeah.
it just reminds you of home before it was destroyed. In particular, it reminds you of the midsummer fire pit. Early evening, the children would dance, and they would throw poppers into the flames, causing them to spark in a variety of colors. You can't remember the last time you went to a midsummer's festival. And it is near the end of First Watch. The two of you having been lost in your thoughts for several long moments. That the sound of whimpering, like an animal wounded in the dark, draws you forward into the now. Calix, I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no. Okay. Pull up my stats. I got a 19.
When Calix shoots straight up out of bed, the whimpering ceases immediately, and neither of you are lost on what just happened. Calix, you are furious and swiping at your face, scrubbing a rough palm down your chin.
Okay.
As the nightmare, the one that draws the most wretched pain from inside you and paints it on the walls for you to see behind your eyelids, is so fresh. You wish your wife was here. God, you miss her. And even though the smell of her around you is an illusion, a lingering kiss from your nightmare, if you could smell it the rest of your lifetime, you would. It's so sweet and comforting. What do you do?
Can he try to go back to sleep?
He can. It'll be another Constitution saving throw.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Oh, nat 20. Yay!
All right. You rearrange your aching limbs with a grunt.
Yeah.
You are aware that I assume Calix would call them children, even though Lynd'ir is probably like 100 or 200 years older than him, maybe. But the children are aware, and you're aware. You're all aware of what just transpired.
Right.
The three of you do make eye contact with each other. Calix, whether or not you validate any of their concerned gazes with anything is up to you.
Yeah, Lynd'ir giving him those "you okay" eyes, because like they had a reverse situation just the other night. So.
Oh, yeah.
Remy looks vaguely like a concerned puppy.
Egerton looks like a nightmare over Remy's shoulders in the dark. Like, just at first you think it's a living ball sack, and then, oh god, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, as one does. He kind of like rubs his face, and then he's like slowly laying back down, kind of like how a dad will like jolt out of his recliner, and then be like back to sleep in like 2 seconds. Yeah. Doesn't feel need to worry them more than they might be. Giving them answers will only cause more problems, you think?
He turns away from you. And for the last part of your watch, the two of you are aware that Calix is attempting to sleep. Any conversation between
really
Remy?
hard.
Correct. Any conversation between Remy and Lynd'ir?
I think he's really quiet tonight, so I don't think like he would reply if spoken to, but I don't think he actually brings up anything on his own.
I don't think Remy talks about anything important or anything really to respond to. She just likes to talk. She just likes to yap.
He'll just
She was
listen.
like yapping. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything that she'd talk about right now.
Okay.
But she likes to yap.
Just know that she's talking and it's not.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's an excellent listener.
Okay.
She speaks of nothing and everything.
Egerton, about a quarter of the way to the end of your watch, has little bird snores and toots, but they're silent. They just noxious. Does not.
Hello.
It's not great.
I love her.
She, every time you move, Remy, she moves closer, sleeping half in your armor, well, your light leathers and your shirt as close to your skin as possible. That being said, who do you wake for second watch, the two of you?
Dang, I would have hoped we discussed who takes second watch before, but I suppose we just choose.
Let's see. It would be Remy would wake up Sin. Or whoever he is right now.
Okay.
The cat.
All right, Sin, I need you to roll a D4 for me.
And then simultaneously, I would be waking Ani.
Two.
It's oh god, this is gonna be fun. So just so you know, Taco, I assign it differently every time because I think that's more fun because then you don't know, but Vadhan. You are awoken by Lynd'ir, right?
No. Remy's waking.
Yeah.
Oh. And Remy's a fit, tall woman, right? How tall
She's
is Remy?
she's 5'4".
Oh, she's short. She's tiny.
She's a little short.
She's the shorty of the group.
Yeah, she's tiny. You're 5'4". Why do you think you were 6'1"?
Because that's Ani? No, Ani's larger.
I'm
but
7'8".
yeah, but no. She's not very tall. No, she's not very tall. She's technically she's average, but I guess not for this party.
Yeah, the tiny crescent-horned girl wakes you. What do you tell him, Remy?
You wanna take second watch?
I rolled this D4 for.
Yeah, you're Vadhan now. Still.
Oh, okay. I'm still okay. All right. I didn't hear that. My bad.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, you're still Vadhan.
Okay. Oh. Okay. He'll dust himself off and get up. Just kind of loaf over to the campfire.
Okay.
Remy squints very slowly because she is still not entirely sure what the fuck is going on with this guy. But you know what? She'll take it.
And Lynd'ir, who do you wake up again?
I was gonna wake up Ani.
Perfect.
I kind of have regrets, but I'm gonna wake up Ani.
Perfect. You wake Ani. Go ahead and how
I
does...
heard she'd like to take second watch. I have regrets because Natalie knows.
Natalie knows.
All right. So Vadhan, roleplay Ani and Lynd'ir. Go ahead.
I say, so sorry to wake you. It's your turn for watch. Okay.
The music.
God.
Vadhan.
Why does it sound like Troop Troom?
I actually should play this music, Vadhan. She is. Go ahead and describe to
His
us
neck
again.
snaps right into Ani's direction. Oh. Big, strong.
Oh, she quits.
Do I hear this when I'm trying to go to bed?
This is all you hear.
Probably.
So, I think he doesn't actually sleep. Because he doesn't need full night's sleep. He only needs one watch's worth of sleep. So he's actually going to stay awake and listen to make sure that nothing goes awry. As soon as he hears that, he like looks over and is like, oh dear God.
In contrast, Remy falls right asleep. She knocks the fuck out.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong is going on here.
Ani, did you walk over to the campfire?
Yeah. She was like half asleep.
Okay, all right. Sin like grabs your forearms, like feeling the muscles. Oh, big, strong, and then like pats both of your like biceps. Oh, I like.
She was Anya swatting him like a gnat. What are you doing? Stop touching me.
Oh,
Stop doing that.
I like big, strong.
Mm-hmm. Do you like big, strong consent?
No.
No.
You hear a
Do you like
chuckle
big,
and a voice that says, "Don't think he knows what consent is." It's across the light. Crimson is standing, and she's taking her blanket and pillow over to Rashar. She actually kicks him. She kicks him so that he rolls onto his side, and then she lays down next to him. Yeah.
And then he looks back. He's like, "What that is?"
It's when you ask to touch me, because if you don't, this hammer will meet your face.
I don't like that hammer. That hammer hurt.
Good. Fear it.
Kind of moves away. Next time, Torcha.
All right, I need the both of you to roll perceptions.
Can I roll this at disadvantage because I'm probably just staring at Ani?
Yes. The other question that I have for you is, at any point during your watch, do you drink?
No, he's too infatuated.
Nat 20 for 22.
I got a 5.
Sounds clear, Ani. Other than this guy just, Sin, just staring.
Not blinking either.
Oh my god.
She's just holding her hammer.
Okay. For the most part, it's quiet. You with a natural
For
20.
the most part, they're just having a standoff at this point.
Yeah, just waiting for that moment that he crosses a line. But yeah, to your maybe delight, he doesn't. Or maybe less delight and to your intimidation, he doesn't. And you hear a whispered conversation between Rashar and Crimson. If you, because you rolled a natural 20, if you actually want to hear exactly what they're saying, I'll let you. I could tell you, but you just know that.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm nosy.
She's just comforting him. She says, "I know you're sad. And you can't sleep." And he says, "I'm sleeping just fine." There's a lull in the conversation, and then of course she... "Will you tell me what happened to Valexka?" And he ends up sighing and rolling the opposite way so that he's facing her. His back to the fire. And she reiterates what he reiterates what your party told him. And then she says, "I know he's not dead. I know. He can't be. I would feel it." He whispers her name pleadingly. And she says, "Do not patronize me. We shared a womb. I would know." And then she gets up and walks off into the woods. And when Rashar sits up, he gazes after her in a way that brothers do when they're worried. And then his gaze meets yours across the fire, and you see exactly the moment he remembers everything that he directed you to do, because his sinister expression becomes wolfish and directed at you in a way that Vodhod's is, but far more intelligent and lethal.
Like, Ani needs a chaperone. There's too many people staring at her.
I'm technically awake. I'm shepherding the best of my ability.
People are staring at Ani and she's getting uncomfortable. She's like, her eyes just get really big and she's just kind of like shrinks down a little to try and make herself smaller. So people stop staring at her.
If someone were using, hypothetically, the Detect Thoughts spell...
Hypothetically?
Hypothetically.
What would they pick up from the both of you?
Oh, I can go first. Don't worry.
Okay. Just that consistently? Just like...
Hold on.
Like, big, I want, I need, big.
Okay. Okay, and then from Ani?
It's probably a couple of things. Probably worrying about their safety. And then wondering why the fuck Sin is like this. And then it transitions to like being worried and sad for Crimson and Rashar.
I'm with you on that too.
Boy, shut up. And then when Rashar looks at her, probably remembering what happened at the river. And that's probably it.
Okay, I gotta make a roll. Okay, he does the thing.
Don't feel bad for myself or my sister.
Rashar is Not looking at you directly, but those violet eyes are glowing in the dark across camp as his voice intrudes into your mind.
Fuck, I wish he said that out loud.
And you do not ever need to hide from me. What I see is more resplendent than the blazing and glory of the sun. You make her light infestissimo with your radiance.
Does she respond?
She does. She'll probably say, I hope we can still save your brother. Because you all deserve to still be here. And I thank you for seeing me as more than just what I was born to be. And I hope you know that you radiate just as much light as anyone else here. You are kind and you are warm and you are thoughtful in ways that not everyone can be.
Through that connection, you hear a bit of a growl. It's pleased. His eyes are glowing in the distance, and he blinks quick, and actually you see when he kind of pulls himself away, you can feel that psychic link, him pulling away at your compliments. And then he, across the way you watch him shove some of that long hair back over his shoulder. And he kind of coughs into his hand, but that doesn't come through the connection.
Oh my god, did I make him blush? How cute.
You think you might have.
Aww.
You think you might have.
She just smiles and then watches the fire and watches him and probably still watches Sin because he's still being weird.
Stare.
The next time...
Does he say that?
Probably. Oh my god.
No.
Out loud, just stare.
That's amazing. I kind of wish you did, but yeah. His eyes are saying it. But
Yes.
As the end of Second Watch draws near, Rishar makes a psychic connection with you again, but he's not even facing you, Ani. He's turned away. He's covered back up.
He says, "Thank you."
Anytime.
He's quiet for a moment. And then you feel this. What's Ani's passive insight? 12. This connection, you feel like you could push against it, almost like a doorway that would swing open, like a tunnel, an arched hallway in an old castle. That's what it feels like.
Would she know how? Like, could she try right now?
She could try.
She does.
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh god. Pancake. This is the D20. Dirty 20.
You move through the tunnel with ease. You push open the door, and there is a wellspring of his thoughts and feelings that assault you. In his mind, he is replaying exactly what you looked like and what you sounded like in the river. You see a picture of yourself through his gaze. Hungry. Beautiful. The hunger his. The resplendent nature, the near spiritual experience. Then you immediately feel his embarrassment as he pushes your senses back, the door swinging closed. He coughs and with a false calm says, "I will
Treasure what we shared. Good night, Ani.
And he closes the door.
Say goodnight.
At that point, right, you're gazing at him, and then through your vision is interrupted by a pair of. Well, it's just Sin. Slowly moving into your gaze, your line of sight. Staring at you, with you staring at him. Anything else for your,
Small wave.
Hey. Anything else for your watch?
Wave back!
What?
Small wave.
She waves back with the hammer.
Flexes. Pointing at you.
She looks at you extremely confused.
He's just nodding his head. Strong.
Is Sin actually strong?
No, I'm pointing at you while flexing.
Oh. No, you were calling yourself strong. So this is, Ani legitimately thinks that you are calling yourself strong. And she just gives you the most... She's just like, yeah, buddy, good job. And just thumbs up.
Oh my god.
That gives him completely the wrong idea.
The rest of your watch is quiet.
Bless.
Who do you wake for third watch? Mind you, this is the breakfast watch. I recommend you choose wisely.
Oh, our chef, Brother Roe.
Okay, Ani,
Who else will cook?
you wake Brother Roe.
Mhm.
How do you do so? Roll play it out.
He's meditating.
Gonna walk over and just...
Tap his shoulder. Hey! And he,
No, she's gonna like 2-finger pushes for him. Like, hey, breakfast. Make it
Right behind on you. Yeah, breakfast, make it.
Roe's eyes just open up, and he stares right at you, and says, "Very well. How was your watch? I hope it was very pleasant."
It was no okay. Yep, it was that. A lot of that.
Something big happened?
No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay. Well,
We're trying to teach this version of sin consent. So, if you're feeling up for
I like that meat.
It's not okay.
Are you saying that he did something wrong?
Would your first instinct when you met me be to aggressively grope my muscles?
Strong. Oh,
Why would I do that? Are we
That's what I'm saying.
gladiators?
No.
Oh, no. When I first met you, you were flying in the sky underneath a tornado. My first instinct was to try and get you down. And maybe I don't understand the question.
Let's just say this version of sin is a little handsy if you have muscles. And are big.
Do you want me to have Bert watch him?
Yeah. That'll be great.
He just points at Brother Roe from behind. Not big. Puny, you puny.
Roe turns almost like his head just is on a swivel and his body doesn't move, and he just turns to look back at you, and he goes, "I appreciate that. Oh, Bert!" Then you see a zombie walk over. Make sure to watch this one while he sleeps.
Is Bert of average size, as a human, or
He was a human.
he's undead? Okay, I'm sorry, I don't know.
Falling apart in different places, just,
Does he smell?
probably.
Okay.
I mean, there's sticks of lavender and stuff like that on him. So, it's bad, but trying to be better.
Okay. He's of an average height, you'd say?
Sure, yeah. Average human height.
Okay, cool. You puny too, stinky!
He just stares at you.
Ani will just slowly back away and go and wake up Calix while that happens.
I think there's a better example. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, also follows Ani.
The zombie follows Sin.
Just have a fucking train of people behind me.
I'm gonna get started on breakfast.
I just gently shake Calix's shoulder.
Oh
You're on breakfast duty.
When Roe literally says, "I'm gonna start making breakfast," he fucking instantly turns around. Hungry!
You ate Calix, but Calix's player had an AFK for a moment. So give it just a second. Let's take a really quick BRB for drinks and pee-pee to see if we can have some roleplay between Calix and Roe, and the ship can continue.
Mm-hmm.
Don't go anywhere, guys. You want to see the ship. The entire party supports it. All right, and we're back. Roe, you are sitting with Calix making le breakfast. What are you making?
Well, today we're making over easy eggs with a couple of rashers of bacon and some sliced potatoes. Simple things.
The baby horse bird scurries over and sits and waits.
Hello, little fellow. And Ro will immediately pull out some bacon and sit it on the side. It's like, it's hot.
Just eats it. And it's with like this most terrible like, sounds. And then she blinks at you, and her big goopy eyes drip. And she continues to sit and watch, waiting.
Oh, you got a little eye boogie. And just goes to get it out of Egerton's eyes. And then goes right back to cooking. Like, don't worry. There'll probably be more. You know, Calix over here really enjoys the cooking. Oftentimes when we were on the road, we would, you know, sit, talk about our day, talk about the things we've done in that day, the people we had to take out in order to get to the rest of the group. It was fun. This is how we met Bert. He tosses him a fried egg.
Bert? It slaps his face and then slides off.
I meant the egg to Egerton.
Oh, Egerton catches that shit. Hold on, let me roll. Actually, I'm not gonna roll. Remy, roll a d20 for your baby. This d20 will determine if it bounces off her face and hits the ground, or if she catches it.
She's obviously gonna catch it. Hold on. Tab. This one. Oh, 320. 10.
Okay, it does hit her forehead. And she does the cat like back and forth back up until it drops and then eats it.
Oh, I love her so much. That's my baby.
And she makes really good sounds that are like kind of like yeah. You little horse bird.
Well, you're quite hungry. She'll just start setting up plates kind of on the other side of the fire. Just kind of within bowls covered.
Roll a perception.
Okay. 16.
Okay. You finished cooking, you filled one bowl, you covered it, you turned to fill another bowl, and then you turn back and the bowl that you just filled is uncovered, but Egerton hasn't moved.
Did you do this? It's not polite to eat other people's food. Ro will start stacking the bowls.
Okay. Roll a perception.
$20.
Okay, this time you stack them, and the top one you still have your hand on when you feel this tiny humanoid hand. And by tiny, I mean mostly delicate, maybe a little feminine. And it politely moves your hand, takes the bowl, and then politely sets your hand on the next bowl. And when you turn, you see Crimson grinning.
You could have just asked.
You're very good
There's always more.
at cooking. Are you good at other things too?
Prayers, would you like one?
Boring.
Burying the dead?
Useful talent.
I was pretty good. One day, my pastor tasked me with burying a whole bunch of bodies. He said it was the fastest he's ever seen anybody put somebody in the earth.
Did you murder them too?
Do you want more eggs?
Yes.
He gives Crimson another bowl.
Do you like it? The death?
The eggs?
When she settles back, you do.
I often find that when things meet a justified end or have fulfilled their entire purpose, it's good to end things. No need to linger. What about you? Do you?
Like eggs? Yes.
Exactly. That's good. Well, it's good that there's plenty of eggs.
So many eggs.
Indeed. Different sizes, different shapes.
Different sins. Egerton is just eyes dripping, leaning very close, drooling.
Tosses another piece of bacon. So, what about potatoes?
What about potatoes?
Oh, they're delicious.
Easily stabbed. Do you know that that's like a question she's asking you? Like, kind of what kind of murderer you are? Without saying it outright. I need the rest of the party to roll perceptions, please.
Dirty 20.
Okay, you're gonna hear this unique conversation. Taco Sunday, I need you to roll a d4 to see who hears this conversation. Ani, you don't hear shit. Remy, what'd you get?
Hold on, I got. Eh. 8.
You don't hear shit either. You hear nothing. The two of you only hear Egerton.
I rolled a 3.
You rolled a 3? I thought you got a 15.
I rolled a 15,
No, on a
and
4.
then you said roll
3 on the. Oh, okay. So, yes, I'm gonna type at you, Taco.
No.
Oh.
I have concerns.
Uh-oh.
No.
Uh-oh.
You're gonna spend every day dreading trauma?
This conversation's unhinged. You have no idea exactly what they're talking about, but they sound kind of like peasants talking about cooking. So you do like potatoes?
Of course.
Because they're easily stabbed.
I mean, you could stab it, but usually they have a bit of resilience. So typically the best way is that you first skin it sometimes. It also depends on the potatoes, but it's good to take out the eyes first.
I agree.
And then you boil it.
Talking about potatoes, right? It's like, get up.
Did
from
Lynd'ir gets up?
Yeah, gets up out of his bedroll and starts like going about his morning.
Roe holds out a
Potatoes.
bowl. There's eggs and potatoes and bacon in it.
It smells delicious, thank you. I'll take it. Sit down.
Definitely let me know if you also like potatoes.
You just hear the tent fucking like swing the fuck open arrogantly, like it's just like, phew! Potatoes are for peasants.
Well, then you don't have to eat.
I won't, cause they're disgusting.
Food's disgusting, or potatoes?
Potatoes. Now bacon.
Potatoes or peasant? Roll my eyes.
If you do say peasants, they don't taste that bad.
But bacon, I bet, is also
I look
great
aghast.
meat.
Wait. You've ate peasants?
Sometimes
Why
you
would-
get needy.
Why are we pursuing this line of conversation? Can we go back to potatoes and eggs, please? I'm gonna talk about eating peasants.
It's questionable. But yes, we can definitely do that for now. Roe just gives Sen kind of like a smirk, but his eyes kind of narrow as he just smiles at him. then he turns back and looks back at the fire. He goes, "Would anybody else like some eggs?"
Rashar grabs 2 bowls, brings one over to where Ani's still waking up and sets it by her face.
Oh, thank you.
Woken
Nods.
up by her baby. By her baby screams.
Egerton bites one bowl, and by the time Egerton brings the bowl over to Remiel, it's empty, but it's a shroon line. So, but very proudly, Egerton like slaps the bowl down in your lap and trills.
Remy's gonna pick Egerton up and kiss her on the ugly little forehead.
She's got
Ugliest little forehead.
a second feather.
She sure does.
All the horse bits of her are just fine.
Yep.
The bird bits are
No,
they're a little
the horse bits are all gangly and too long.
Yes.
Sin is gonna sit next to Lynd'ir and kind of nudge him. Has anybody told her how ugly that thing is?
Lynd'ir takes a very deep breath. Babies of all species are ugly the first little while they exist, including yourself.
Me? And now he's like just boisterously loud. Ugly? Never!
Remy is talking in baby voice, so it doesn't come off as an insult at first. But she says, "Human men are the ugliest babies."
Roe chimes in. "I think all children are adorable."
You're a freak of nature.
Every kid deserves to have a full, well-filled life. And I think that it's beautiful. Every last one of them. Now, adults, on the other hand, I've met some pretty ugly adults.
At this point, Seti is sitting by Roe, having moved silently to gather their breakfast. They mumble a thank you in Undercommon as if they aren't quite fully awake. And then also in Undercommon, they speak before realizing that they are not speaking in Common, and they clear their throat. Do we have a plan for today? Do we know where we are going?
If we can figure out approximately where we are, I do believe, if I remember correctly, our next location was Grimstone, yes?
Roe tosses another piece of bacon out. I believe that's that's what we said last time.
So, now we go about our morning and I guess try and gather our bearings and move onward towards Grimstone.
I believe Calix was guiding us.
Yes.
But he's being shy this morning.
Sin actually, like, because I'm sitting next to Lynd'ir, right? Unless Lynd'ir moved.
He hasn't moved yet. He's trying exposure therapy.
I want to like actually look at his face. Can I roll, Natalie? Do you look anything like your parents?
He's a little bit of a prettier version of his father, 100%. Like, he looks very much like him. Basically, if his father were clean shaven, he would look a lot like him.
Intelligence saving throw, Sin.
Oh fuck.
You.
22.
You know exactly who this is. Well, must be his relation. Your greatest adversary. The elf that almost defeated you. Had it not been for his distraction and his love for his family, before your axe split open his face, he probably would have killed you. But he was a fool. Lynd'ir, remind me what your father's name is?
Finway.
Finway was his name. Finway.
Yeah. You awfully remind me of somebody. I can't put it at the tip of my tongue, but
Lynd'ir's grip on his bowl tightens. But he seems like he's trying to control any reaction. I don't know.
I guess just an
maybe I
afterthought.
have a familiar face. I hear that a lot.
familiar indeed. You know, if I remember, I might bring it back up.
Perhaps maybe you shouldn't.
He's got more of like a devious look on his face, like that, like almost like an evil smile.
And why is that?
Because I don't want to hear it from you.
Fair enough, peasant.
Zeddy is just frowning, looking between the two of you.
Gonna set his bowl down politely.
Are you
Gonna stand up.
Are you thirsty, Sen? Would you like something to drink?
I would love something to drink.
Zeddy hands you their wineskin. Lynd'ir, do you move
And
away?
He did stand. I do think he moves away, but not super far. He just needs some space from this individual.
Okay.
Before he does something, or he does something rash, like try to punch him in the face again. So yeah, he probably just moves away from the fire, like just like 15, 20 feet. Just needs some space.
Right.
Would you like any more food to go?
I'm all right, thank you. It was delicious.
You're most certainly welcome. And if there's anything else you need, please let me know. He kind of looks at
that and walks
he
away.
looks straight at Sen, smiling.
Politely smiles back before he takes a drink.
As you drink, go ahead and describe what happens as you return to Sin.
It's almost like his head just goes limp for like a couple seconds, like 3 seconds. Like as if he just got, not like, I guess knocked out, like drug-wise. Then he lifts his head, just has a face of confusion. Oh, food! Let's go! I'm hungry!
Can I have some more eggs? I don't I think mine seem to have been lost in transit.
It's a little trail of eggs.
Egerton is like, oh, where did these eggs come from? And it almost immediately breaks the tension as she.
Roe will just fill another bowl. Hold it up for Remy.
Remy
You know
gets
what?
it herself this time.
You know, if you just wanted seconds, you can always ask. You don't have to pretend. It's fine.
Well, I hope you don't take this the wrong way. Is something wrong with your eyes?
Whatever do you mean? Is there
Who
something in
knows?
my eye? He just stares right at Remy. He kind of like leans close as he's
Who
handing
knows?
the bowl.
Can I have my eggs? Thank you.
Yes, but please tell me if there's something in my eye.
No, your perception leaves a little bit to be desired, is all.
How would you desire me?
Seti
wouldn't.
coughs. Excuse me. Like, takes their wineskin back from Sin before making a hasty exit.
biggest smile, biggest, most friendly smile ever. Absolutely no ill intention. I wouldn't.
Okay.
Can I Sin chases after and say, hey, I wanted more of that. It tasted good.
Are you okay?
Absolutely. Just all right. Fine. Perfect.
What happened?
Swallowed you into the wrong hole.
And Crimson just says, I imagine you're pretty good at swallowing, though, no?
Oh, wow.
Oh! Eddie's mind is in the gutter.
Flips you off. While this is happening, I want to know what Ani's doing.
She is watching. What is this music?
It's for you. What do you mean?
Why am I in the Wild West?
It gets better.
Oh, okay.
So what are you doing?
She's probably was watching Lynd'ir's reaction talking to Sin because that last night was already weird, so her expectation is that Sin will continue to be weird. And she might need to punch him again. And then when they start talking about Seti and the swallowing thing, she just turns her head kind of like a dog. And she's like, what? Why would she be? What does that mean? What do you mean she'd be good at swallowing?
Rishar coughs
Isn't
now. Rishar chokes now.
Isn't everybody?
Remy,
Like, how else would
Remy
you?
will be. Remy is happy to enlighten her once again, climbing her like a tree and whispering in her ear exactly what they mean by swallowing.
Oh,
As if to say, I'm good at swallowing. Egerton, like, all of the unguarded rest of breakfast, just gulp, 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 down. And then wags tail a little bit at Mom.
I don't think we're gonna have any leftovers today, which is good. Less things to carry. Good, Egerton. You're growing. You're gonna go so big. You're gonna get so big, so fast.
So, with all of that being said, here, Sin, you can have this back.
The alcohol almost gone. Seti reiterates,
We are headed to Grimstone, and we need to figure out exactly where we are so that we can make our way there.
But I have another question. Perhaps my party members are curious as well. And Seti looks at Rashar from across camp. What was all of that about in the temple? I have no qualms helping to save you, but I need to know. And Rashar straightens, using his magics to levitate all of the bowls to this large basin. You don't know when he's filled it with water, but all of the tin, the terracotta, he starts washing it all as he speaks. And he says,
I understand your concern. You care for these people.
and said he scoffs. Rashard smirks knowingly.
And if you wish for me to tell you, I will, but it's... Crimson and I should probably not continue to travel with you, as it is not entirely safe.
It's not been safe before. I don't know why that would change.
Putting any of you at risk is very low on my to-do list. So low, in fact, it does not exist.
Are you in danger?
Crimson is looking at him. You can tell that he does not want to tell you, Remy.
If you're in danger, I can't speak for the rest of the party, but I'm more than willing to help protect you.
He's conflicted.
Some of us feel that way.
Anything Ani would say in this moment?
Of course we would help you.
Anything Sin would say in this moment?
He'd offer the wineskin. Yeah, you need to loosen up, dude.
Okay, and anything Roe would say in this moment?
Since you've helped us, I don't see why we wouldn't help you.
He closes his eyes briefly and then continues to wash. Crimson moves over to dry, but she doesn't touch a single dish. She simply prestidigitates, then levitates. And it's a 1-2 effort to get everything back into Brother Roe's bags, stacked neatly and politely.
How efficient. Thank you.
She winks, and Seti kind of hisses under their breath a little.
They were just being nice.
I had something in my throat, says Seti.
Oh! Was it the stew from last night? It was pretty spicy for you.
Says nothing. Coughs a little.
Do we have any leftover stew? I kind of want something
Egerton
spicy.
burps.
Oh,
Yeah, nothing.
alright.
I would loathe to put any of you in danger. This is more than a simple exchange of help. Your journey is one already filled with I wish to find Velexgar to help him, to watch over him.
Oh, that's great! Lint wants that too.
I worry that it does not line up with your quest to find the heroes of Anam's Cradle.
It may not. But like I said, Lint wants that too. So we're bound to get around to it. Sooner or later. Probably sooner, because his life is kind of on the line and he might not be dead.
Go ahead and roll a
I guess.
persuasion, Remy.
Okay. I keep losing my tabs. Just having 3 monitors is dangerous. Roll. That's an 18.
if you don't mind. Trust me.
Sure. So he'll go ahead and at least, he gives a look to the party, if everybody's okay with this. I will indulge.
Sin just has this confused ass, like, what the fuck is going on face?
First thing that Roe will do is that he'll do Animate Dead just to refresh on Bert, and then, you just see him curing wounds on any and everything until everything is depleted.
Okay. She, as you're doing this, she grabs a pan, she puts it over the fire, she casts a spell so the fire is hotter, burning green, but it actually smells like strawberries. And then she grabs Rashar, taking a claw, she vertically opens his forearm so that a sheet of this purple blood falls into the pan, and he hisses, not expecting it, his tail whipping behind him like a cat. And then she chuckles, because now he'll have to heal that. He's just looking at her a little angry. But quickly, everyone's vision is brought to the boiling blood, which, when presented with an intense heat, turns to crystals. Pink, thin, tiny granules. She removes them from the heat the moment all of the liquid is gone, and she casts a frost, and she hands it over to Roe.
Thank you.
She says, take a handful.
Grabs it with his hand.
Okay. You feel the granules replenishing your magic simply by having them against your skin.
Well, I'll be. That is very interesting.
You cast through divinity. A wizard
I
would
do.
find the same benefits. A bard, a sorceress, a warlock.
And do they need healing at this point?
There is a way he can heal. He's bandaging his arm, refusing to look at Crimson.
Roe kind of feels compelled to go over and heal him directly. How bad is it?
It's...
I feel like this trade is a little non-consensual.
He'll forgive me. It's fine.
Remy looks at Ani.
Roe still, holds out his hand and just, it starts manifesting that golden energy. If it's okay, I can heal you.
Crimson behind your shoulder says, you can, but he'll never heal fully unless he gives in. Which I think he should. The greatest of us often deserve the most rest. Do they not? And in that language, that's infernal, abyssal, and celestial combined, you can tell that he's getting after her. Her pointed ears kind of flex a little, her tail twists. And then in common, she says, I am simply telling him to give in to his nature. He'll be more powerful, and that we should travel with all of you. But he's stubborn, doesn't want to put any of you at risk. So long we have traveled alone, and look at what has happened. One by one, we've been picked off by these assassins, very likely looking for our blood. And the rest of us, our bones, our flesh, our teeth, our eyes. Imagine what our brains could do if given to a mind flare. We are what you would call a fallen. And Roshar is, as you're healing him, Roe, he looks shocked that his sister's admitting this, and she shrugs. Valeska chose him for a reason. I trust them. As to exactly why we are being assassinated, any one of our siblings who has given in to their chaos, their villainy, could want to turn us into something legendary. All it would require is killing us and forging us into something great. A weapon, a talisman, an artifact. Some of the greatest artifacts are made from the bones of our people. The Rod of 7 Parts. The Wand of the Demon Prince of Undeath. Mordenkainen's staff. His wand.
Sounds like impressive things. And then he just looks to his patient. Do you need more?
Shakes his head no.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'm well enough.
Very well. Well, I do appreciate a good patient, but anybody who refuses aid when they need it, that's silly.
Side-Eye's dagger inside the silver scabbard with a single red ruby.
The region is just developing its Pokemon game scene, and there's a shortage of action Pokemon.
Finally, she says this chronosphere that you are attempting to find has been made from a fallen.
Question. From the lore drop we got last week, that was more for us and everybody to learn. But the Fallen is the first time we're hearing about this as, like, Roe's first time hearing this, right?
Right.
Is there any way he could do a religion check just while he was healing? Like, if he could just kind of ponder or opine on that term?
Sure.
Nat 20 for a total of 23.
Oh my god, he's so good.
You've
What is wrong with you today?
No, it's amazing.
I don't know, honestly. I'm sorry, I apologize.
Yes, Rose heard of these. Abominations. Impossible, really. Predating the fall of Asmodeus. To some degree. At least in the text.
You all should not be here. Yet you are.
Crimson smiles. We are rare indeed. Hidden among you, calling ourselves tiefling, because it is easier.
Roe looks back at Remy.
Tilts her head.
And then looks at Crimson and points back at Remy.
Yes.
Remy, are you a fallen as well?
I'm a tiefling.
Well, that's what Crimson just said. Do you know if you're a fallen?
This is the first I've heard anything like that, but I mean, it's not... I doubt it.
Well,
I mean...
if we took your blood and boiled it too, will it make crystals?
I don't...
Perhaps
I've
we
never-
shouldn't
Try.
Tried it? Well, what's the harm in trying? It's just a little blood, right?
Well, we could definitely try it later. We do have places to be, but don't worry. We can figure this out.
I mean, this is the first I've heard of it, but I'm probably not the best tiefling to ask. I'm an orphan, so it's not like I knew my parents or anything about my heritage.
Are you saying that orphans cannot be fallen? It has to have somebody that has...
I'm saying I don't know.
So if you say something to Ghastly based on
Valid. Well, I understand his concern, and in the end it is your two's decision, but you are of course welcome with us. It's not like we are any... It's not like danger isn't already knocking at our heels constantly. I mean, I'm not being hunted by demons, but I am also being hunted, which makes us a constant target.
And you are hunting witches, correct?
Yes.
Those assassins were sent by the greatest witch of them all.
So are witches like ants where they follow a queen, or...
Sometimes, yes.
So if we defeat the greatest witch, we can
Disrupt the hive?
yes.
Perhaps.
Oh, this would have been so good for fucking Vaughn on. Oh.
So it sounds like our goals align.
I believe that they do. And I believe that it would be in our best interest to travel together. I think Valexka only got in to trouble because he left. He and Roshar have not always gotten along. And our other brother... She just looks down, and Roshar shifts uncomfortably. And then, in common, he finally says, "Very well. We will all travel together. But I am still apprehensive."
Well, I suppose that's decided then.
I'm ready whenever everybody else is.
I think we're all packed up and ready to move on.
I don't see why we... Well, I mean, we could still try boiling my blood.
I already
Maybe-
packed up all the camping stuff.
If you want to try that later, maybe at the next camping site. If you're
Okay.
so determined to attempt that. I mean, I
just
don't blame you, because then that would tell you something about yourself that you didn't know.
Though we could also potentially ask the two that are fallen here if they recognize others of their kind. You know, there's always that question. But, you know, maybe we should just go on with the mystery.
Roshar's moving away, and Crimson's smiling at you sweetly.
Roe just smiles at Remy and starts walking.
Remy wraps Egerton up in many blankets, swaddles her, and goes along with the rest. Just shrugs. I don't really care, but Roe really wanted to know. As far as I'm concerned, I'm just Remy.
I think Lynd'ir takes rear guard. As they move along.
I would like to be in the middle somewhere,
Okay.
and through travel, I would like to stare at this dagger and inspect it as obviously Sin.
Okay. I'd like you to roll an intelligence saving throw, Sin.
Wish you would stop doing stuff that.
God damn it! That's actually not, hopefully not bad. I got a +5. 18.
Okay. I'll get to that in a minute. Ani,
Yes.
what are you doing?
I will probably walk somewhere in front. And she will look very deep in thought. She probably looks a little annoyed. And deep in
A little annoyed and deep in thought. Okay, got it. And Remy, you're walking as well? I'm assuming Brother Roe left first, well, after Rishar. So are you guys just following after Rishar, wherever he's going?
Yeah. Remy will say out loud after thinking for a while. Does that mean Valeska gave us a part of him when he gave those gifts?
Crimson continues to smile sweetly.
Something I thought of as well.
And Rishar says nothing.
That's metal as hell. He'd make a good gladiator.
Okay. Sin. This is a very magical dagger. Oh. Hey, I'm working, please. Stop being loud. This is a very magical dagger. In fact, you believe that this is some kind, potentially, especially after Crimson, an artifact of some kind. A one of a kind. The way the ruby catches the light, there are faint swirls of purple in its red surface. The color mimics what you just witnessed in camp when Rishar bled. What do you do with that information?
Sin's kind of a dumbass, right? So what? He'll like, hey guys, I think I got one of those too.
One of those.
Oh, can I see?
not to Remiel, but he'll show the dagger to Lynd'ir.
Wow. Wow.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Because I know,
Wow.
I think Kassin has this awkward feeling that she might just throw that motherfucker into outer space.
Not on purpose.
Not on purpose.
No, if it's not on purpose, then you can look too.
All right. So as we're walking, he'll reach up. May I inspect it, please?
Yeah, he'll hand it over while walking.
I would like to inspect said dagger.
Roll an Arcana.
Guidance.
Oh, excellent. Guidance.
Roe just places his hand on your shoulder.
With guidance, it's a 24.
Holy shit.
You're not sure what this artifact does, but it is very powerful. Likely some kind of legendary item. You see the same thing. The violet wrapped up in the ruby. The scabbard as well. Of some significance. In fact, the weave of the dagger, it's not quite leather. And with a horrid realization, you determine that it's a very tightly textiled hair.
You don't remember getting this, do you?
I also stayed close to that because I think if I recall, like it kind of just went back to its scabbard if I got too far from it or something crazy like that. If I recall.
Correct.
No, not at all. But it just kind of clicked in my head. It made it seem like everything kind of made sense.
I don't have the time nor ability to figure it out exactly what it does or why it is the way it is, but you have a keen eye for seeing the similarities to what we just witnessed. It's definitely something of significance. He carefully hands it back to Sin.
He'd take it back and then offer it to Remiel as well.
Remy's gonna take it and examine the ruby that is embedded in it.
What's your
Out
passive?
of curiosity.
What's your passive perception?
10.
Yeah, it's a pretty ruby.
It's
It
a
is
pretty ruby.
It's
If
so
you-
pretty.
If you'd like to roll an investigation, you can.
Yeah, why not? IBC, there it is. That's not much better.
Guidance.
Plus 4, 16?
You can see the purple. And when it's pointed out, you can see that the weave of the dagger is probably made from hair. Or the weave of the sheath. Mm-hmm.
Is the hair familiar?
No. It's wholly unfamiliar.
Hermie's gonna keep just. No. She's gonna give it back.
Okay.
He would offer it to anybody else that would like to look at it.
Roe takes a curious glance at it.
offers it up.
All right, Roe. Roll an investigation with advantage.
I rolled a 1 and a 2.
Oh,
For a total of 2.
Hell yeah.
Looks like a dagger. Fun.
Do you want an inspiration?
Nah.
Yeah, no idea what it does.
Looks like you use it to stab things.
Is usually what one does with a dagger, yes?
Mm-hmm.
or slash. It depends. Does it
Those-
look more like a
yes.
slashing or a stabbing dagger?
It looks like it can do both. It looks pretty similar to the one in between the fallen and the throne on the screen. Actually.
Ah.
Oh.
Offers it to Ani if she would like to look.
She takes it. She just looks at it.
Roll for me a charisma saving throw, Ani.
Oh. Amazing. 30.
Damn.
What?
How about this?
30.
Wait, oh, okay. Did you critical?
No, I got a 19 plus 11.
Guidance.
Damn,
Plus a guidance. Oh, plus 4. 34.
Shit.
Gosh, she's charismatic as hell. No wonder everyone be looking at her.
You feel a presence in this dagger attempt to possess you,
Oh,
and you push it back into the ruby and the rest of the blade. I need you to make a constitution saving throw, Ani.
I didn't like that one.
you do have some
an
inspirations.
Oh, better. $22.
Okay. So you'll take half of 15 points of cold damage. You drop the blade. It leaves frost on your skin, and you have a stark memory of the cloaked individuals that you saw in Silver Lake. Just as you drop this blade, a shaft of light shoots skyward and explodes like a firework.
That doesn't seem good.
You all right? Move forward.
I am? That's so rare.
Why? You have a possessed dagger? Are you not possessed enough, Sin?
What?
Your dagger is possessed.
Well, how am I supposed to know that?
What you mean? Do you not hold it?
Yeah, but it doesn't do that. It points at the ground.
Didn't feel like anything to me when I held it, so I wonder if it reacted to the fact that
Ani, you're the
You
chosen
are-
one.
some type of divine something.
I've heard stories about this. Ani's a secret hero from I forgot the story.
As fascinating as this deduction is, Ani, let's treat your hand. And then also, was it intentional to put a giant ball of light up in the sky that many people could see from miles away?
No, that would be a reaction to not being possessed.
Maybe we should throw this in a bag and get moving.
Does anyone else remember the weird cloaked people from Silver Lake? Cold ones, all cloaked. Anyway.
I remember.
Do you remember if they gave you this dagger?
No, we had that dagger when we first met them. Him.
Did they touch you?
No.
Strange. Feels just like them. Cold.
Maybe they're also fallen?
Or perhaps they like to carry the items of the fallen.
More likely.
And if these are bad people that are hunting you or them, maybe that was a signal?
Then we might probably should keep moving.
We
Picks
should
up the
leave.
dagger.
We're definitely still moving while we're having this conversation.
But why would I?
While moving further, there's one more person I would like to offer the dagger to. Is
Okay.
Crimson.
She does not take it.
Smart girl. Damn it. You fiendish.
You evil man.
Why are you still offering it to people if it almost possessed Ani?
I don't know that.
Did you ask that?
I just told
Yes.
you it almost possessed you.
Yeah, she literally just said that. Yes.
I wasn't listening.
What do you mean?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh shit.
Why would you offer this to me?
Well, don't you think you would know what it is?
Or who?
Yeah, or who?
It would take hours to identify who, if I knew them.
Okay. Just puts the dagger away.
Okay.
That's probably the best choice for now.
Perhaps when we rest again, you can let me take a look at your dagger.
Hopefully this lets me
Or he can
you
throw
know,
it in
get
the
my memory
fire.
back.
Or he can throw it in the fire along with my blood.
I don't know if you touching that dagger risk.
What'd you? I think you cut out.
Oh, I said I don't know if you touching that dagger is take.
Did it again.
Yeah.
No.
No, Robot Ani.
Beep boop, bitch.
We heard that part, the beep boop bitch.
That was the important part. He said, I don't know if you touching that dagger is a risk we should take.
I've been using it the whole time. What do you
Not
mean?
you. I don't
Not
know if Crimson or Rashar should touch the dagger.
I agree.
Oh.
Because we
You're
don't
smart.
know why I'm really not. We don't know why I almost got possessed, and none of you almost got possessed.
Leads one
Maybe
to
the
think
spirit and the dagger just thought you were cool and sexy.
I need the group
Not-
to make a perception check as you are moving forward.
Not a good reason to possess people.
Well, I'm not saying it was a good reason. I'm just, Perception? That one.
Oh no.
We are doing great.
Apologies, go with that first one for me.
Which one?
The 22. It was still rolling with advantage, but the 22 was the first roll.
Okay, Taco, will you go ahead and add all this up, please? Everyone's perception check.
So starting at the 22, but not including the 27.
Correct.
63. I believe that's head math.
It is
Yeah.
very distant, but you hear shouting.
I think I saw it this way.
And then a doof, 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 doof of distant, heavy footfalls.
Are we on a trail or a path or road?
Currently you are on a narrow game trail. Yes. Looks like a lot of carts come through here that are lighter. Not heavy laden or horse-drawn, but pushed.
Are the footfalls heavy enough that it doesn't feel like when we were being pursued by the giants?
Yeah, like a baby T-Rex. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Roe looks to Seti. Dear, do you think you might be able to find us somewhere to maybe hide off the trail?
Is it the same voices as the original giants?
Sounds a little bit like that.
Don't worry, guys, I got this.
But they're very, very far off. And Seti will go look for hidey places. What does the rest of the party do? I'm gonna go round robin and you get to decide. Starting with Brother Roe.
If he can assist Seti, but that would not be good. So he will wait patiently for other people to tell him what to do. But he just makes the suggestion that we could either wait and let them pass, or wait and ambush them, or run.
Okay, let's slide over to Lynd'ir.
I think he would say that I think hiding and waiting for them to pass is probably a pretty good idea. And then he would actually move to assist Seti in finding a good spot for a party as large as they are, with people as large as they are. We can hide in.
Roll investigation. I'm gonna slide over to Ani.
Ani is also probably going to try and help find places for everybody to hide.
All right, Lynd'ir, roll with advantage. Sliding over to Sin.
They're talking about hiding. I'll hide myself.
Roll a stealth. Remiel, what are you doing?
I am also just waiting for an indication of what to do, but otherwise she isn't going to make any explicit moves herself. She's not have the brain power for that. Also, she's not good at hiding or stealth or anything secret of that sort. So,
Okay,
leave it to the spooky ones.
Sin, what'd you get on a stealth?
I initially got a 16, but I used an inspiration. And the inspiration that I rolled was a 30 on a nat 20.
Okay, you're basically invisible. Your party has no idea where you are. Perfect. Perfect. Lynd'ir, what'd you get on your investigation?
23.
You find in a ruin-riddled channel, a narrow one, looks like it used to be some kind of riverbed, a tunnel entrance, fairly well hidden. The only reason you found it is, well, because you stumbled upon it, more or less.
Turn back to the group.
It does have a doorway and a frame, and they are painted to look almost exactly like the riverbed wall.
That's not suspicious at all, but you know what? It might be a good hiding spot for the moment, so I will inform everyone. Like, I think I found a spot over here. It's a little sussy, but it's probably be better than being found by giants.
Can a giant fit through it?
Doesn't look like it.
No,
Sounds
I don't think so.
fantastic.
Okay, I will lead the party. Minus Sin, because I don't see where is Sin? Damn it. Probably hiding, it's fine. This way.
Okay, so one by one, you all file in. Rishar and Ani are cramped in this narrow, dark space. It smells dusty and unused. The act of actually opening this door is a feat that is a little bit significant. Remiel and Ani both using their big muscles. Had to pull open the entrance. Sin, what's your passive perception?
13.
Okay. Roll me a d20, please.
$14.
Okay. You do see your party. And you see them moving away. Do you follow them?
Can I do so?
Yes, you can hold your same stealth roll and follow all the way into the tunnel.
I mean, I probably should, right? But yes, but I'd like to still kind of remain outside unless they're like full blown in there.
Everybody is in there. Yeah, everyone is.
Like in.
Yeah, and then.
Okay, well, then it'd be just stupid for me not to, because I know how you punish motherfuckers.
Because Remy and Ani are actually like they're pulling the door closed. Yes.
Okay, yeah, I'd go in there.
Okay, no one has any idea where Sin is. You haven't seen him, but all of you are closed inside this dark. Seti says, "No one light a torch for a moment. Let me take a bit of a look around." What do you do, Lynd'ir? You got no idea where Sin is.
Don't we need light to look? Oh wait, I guess not. I mean, oh.
See. Is it completely dark in here?
Yes. You cannot even see your hand in front of your face. There's no ambient light.
Okay. I mean, if Seti says to wait a moment, then I will. He's just kind of gonna hope that it's really hard because he's really torn about Sin, right? He's like, hopefully he's fine. And the other half of him is like, yeah, but if he's out there and gets caught by giants and slain, then is it really that bad? Because of the other personality that lives in him. So, he's just gonna stay quiet and hope for the best.
Okay. Any roleplay before Seti gets back? Or shall I move?
I think he just quietly says, Sorry, the giants are my problem.
Well, they're not that bad. They listen to their mother, I guess. Or mother. They listen to mother. Listen to... They...
Don't always. I think they just had a moment. But anyway. Just sorry because it's inconvenient for us.
Well... I think it's more the dagger's fault than yours.
Well, them seeing what they are is definitely probably the dagger's fault. But I mean, it is me that they're looking for, so I just apologize for that because there's a target painted on us, literally because they're looking for me.
Do we know
I
if...
feel like they'd follow the dagger whether they were looking for you or not. No?
Well, do we know if they're following us because they've been on our trail? Or were they drawn to that light that emanated from the dagger, and then somehow they were in the area and started coming towards it?
This is a lot of thinking for Remiel.
Remy, say left or right. Which one?
Left?
Interesting.
Anything for Ani? Is Ani back? Ani?
Oh, had to go. Oh, is typing. Oh, had to step away for a second, I guess. But is typing.
Yes, I see. Ani.
Roe also gags Bert.
Oh, okay. Because he makes...
Nothing for Ani. Okay.
Okay. Anything for Sin? You still stealthed?
I'm still stealth, and I'm still stealth, but I'll take out like the flask to take a sip, so they might be able to hear that.
If you're obnoxiously loud with it, yes. But I need you to roll a d4.
Not obnoxious. Not obnoxiously loud.
Then they don't hear it.
Roll a D4. A2.
Let me roll. All right, Zolreem.
Why?
I heard the thing to be quiet.
Yeah.
So I'll remain quiet, but like clear and obvious that it's no longer stealth. Don't give a shit. He's just kind of standing there looking like a dumbass. But even though it's pitch black, so you guys can't see me yet.
True, we can't see you standing there like a dumbass because it's so dark.
Okay. At this point, Seti's back. I believe this is an underground tunnel to the castle we are looking for. There is...
Smells like it too!
Oh.
That's convenient.
You might need Bert's gag.
The Fist of Gods here.
Yeah?
Well, I suppose if this leads to where we're going, then perhaps luck is on our side. Doesn't seem like it's been used in a long time, so we may get the element of surprise then.
Shall we move further in?
Seti finally stops just blinking at Zolreem. There is some fairly horrific things, dead things, further in the tunnel. Very old dead things. And I do not... At least down this hallway there are not traps that I could see.
Disturbing how?
However, and City is really close as they're talking to all of you. I do think there is someone else alive in these tunnels.
Oh.
They were moving away from where I was, dragging something behind them.
Hey, you want me to lead the way?
Old man voice.
Is that something you would like to do? Is that
Well, I am the fist of God.
you like to fist good?
No, I said I am the fist of God.
I understand you like fisting. I will not yuck your yam.
You want me to fist your mouth?
If I may, sir, we're trying to be as quiet and subtle as possible, and you're doing a fantastic job, but if we're going to venture further in, I suggest we take a little bit more decorum with our volume.
Yeah, you're right. Fuck it. Let's do it. And then he'll just walk. He'll just start walking.
What is happening?
Does anybody gonna stop him? Like, if not, Roe's gonna follow him because he doesn't want him to get hurt.
Are you gonna be... no, sorry, please.
I suppose we should follow him then?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Good.
Happy. So happy.
Roe quickly wants to use his ability called Eyes of the Graves. Eyes of the Grave. Just to, in the immediate instance, any undead within 60 feet he is aware of that isn't behind total cover and that isn't protected from any divination. That's just a single turn or worth of time, but obviously he would recognize Bert, but he's checking to see if there's anything else that pops.
Oh, yes.
Like everywhere down that hall?
Oh, yes. Just waiting.
Roe grabs Sin by the shoulder. There's a lot
I have
ahead.
60. Oh, my bad.
Oh, go
I
ahead.
have 60 feet of dark vision. Would I be able to see those?
It just looks like spider webs and really old skeletons. To you.
Can I divine sense?
Oh, yes. Lots of undead. Piles and piles and piles.
Any celestials?
Yes. Crimson and Rashar.
Two of them. Wow.
Hey! And the fist of God.
Dagger?
Well.
Any fiends?
Yes, Seti. Rashar. Crimson.
We have got quite the party.
And also, it's probably still the fist of God, too.
Sin does ping as a fiend, and so does Remiel and Egerton.
Egerton? I mean, I suppose I got his mother.
He does take after his mother, of course.
Oh, that's so fucking funny.
Wow, I am the only one that doesn't ping. That's amazing.
Roe didn't ping.
Like Roe and Lynd'ir were just like, "What up, bro?"
If Calix was here, Calix didn't ping.
It's true. If he was here,
However, Roe at least looks at Lynd'ir and be like, "Are you not detecting anything? I found a whole bunch of undead."
I also found a whole bunch of undead.
I don't have the ability to detect anything except for like, you know what? There's a time and a place for that humor, and I'm not going to use it here. So
I need everyone to make a perception check.
Ooh, that's a nat 20.
Okay, you'll hear it.
Remy detects 17.
Okay, you'll hear it.
14.
You'll hear it.
15.
You'll hear it. Is that everybody other than Fist of God?
I heard it. I got a 15.
Oh, you got a 15. Okay. You hear a woman scream, echoing, and then yipping laughter. Several masculine voices telling her to scream louder, to run faster. But the echo is so distant in these tunnels, it is hard to distinguish how far she is. Until, before any of you can act, you hear her footsteps. You hear her drop. And then a sickening sound of flesh being cut and filleted.
I wish I didn't hear that.
She's probably no more than 100 feet from you, deeper into the tunnel, past all of the undead. And you can hear their voices. Do you listen or do you charge into battle? After.
Since I'm Zolreem, I'm charging.
Remy is Remy, so she's also charging.
Okay.
Roe follows.
Yeah, we follow. We follow. When one member of the party rolls initiatives, so does the rest of us.
Roe just says as they go in, "This is a very interesting choice." Continues on.
The screams remind me of my daughter!
Your daughter?
Okay. As everybody rushes forward, the skeletons begin to reanimate. The voices, you still hear them laughing and chuckling. One of them says, "Good job, brother. You should have seen the light go out of her eyes from this angle." The brother that's in question says, "I didn't need to see it. I could feel it in the twitching of her flesh." And another one mutters and says, "Yeah, well, you spoiled it. You should have let me have fun with her before you killed her. Now she's just a corpse." And another voice says, "Well, you could fuck her while she's still cooling." To which the previous voice says, "Gross, not into necrophilia." And he's like, "Really? Could have fooled me." And then when the skeletons start to shake, you hear another voice that says, "Whoa, whoa, whoa. What do we have, more little Anims mice running through the maze?" You see, those of you that have dark vision, flashes of blades that spark as they are withdrawn. Just when I thought it couldn't get any more dull. And that's where we're gonna end tonight.
No! What the fuck? Why? Every time!
Because she's got to get us with those cliffhangers.
No.
No.
I want to be happy.
Woohoo!
I know.
I feel like
Was that like a dog sound?
so mad. That's the Remiel mad.
The
sound.
Remiel are ready
mad
to kill them.
Yeah. Remiel going into rage.
Good job, everybody.
A beautiful job.
We did it! We survived another session!
Good job. All right. We're gonna head over. We're gonna raid the TheNatchan because we're gonna run over there and run another game. But thank you guys. Thank you for the gifted subbies. Thank you for still being here. Thank you for enjoying Fallen Throne. You can catch the VOD right after stream, and it'll be uploaded onto YouTube.
Yippee! Woohoo! And you will have to wait 2 weeks with us to resolve this cliffhanger.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Huh. Murderers in the tunnel. Murderers. Murderers!
I'm about to be a murderer. I'm about to be a murderer.
Murderer!
Murder.
Murder.
I fallen down without a little bit of murder.
Natchan, can you type in the... Oh, wait, there you are. _NATC... Right? There we go.
If you type in like the first 2 words and then you press tab, it'll automatically find the name.
Oh! Ooh! I didn't know.
Yes.
But yeah, we're gonna go raid the Natchan. Thank you guys. Follow everybody here. Buy art from Remy. It's good shit. Do the thing. Goodbye! Goodbye now. Goodbye! Goodbye! Goodbye now. Goodbye! Goodbye now.